wide here. And why is Shark looking down? Oh no, that's because that's where Coach Dale is. All right. Coach Dale is between them, right there. See?
Right. Yeah, there we go.
All right, so for this composition, I gotta say, for Outplay, pretty solid as well. They got the lob to go to the back line, but again, it's gonna be pretty dangerous. They're really gonna look at Basic as well as Hoon to do the majority of the damage, so they're gonna have a pretty good front line. But again, the Leslie kind of doesn't care. The Leslie likes it.
Even though I'd like to say it's a 4-1, it's all on Basic right now.
I kind of agree, actually.
Right?
Yeah.
This is a utility Valentin I've ever seen one.
So pretty much what they have drafted is relatively kind of like a safe in most situations. You're looking for more of a matchup. I
Straightforward
don't lose anything. Comfort as well.
Because again, like the thing that we're talking about is minimize the potential of mistakes.
Yes.
This drop is fairly easy, but again, you gotta wait until your carry has 2 to 3 items to really do anything.
And that's even saying, that's assuming that the opponent will not do anything to stop that, right? So, despite this being as a straight line approach as it can be for Outplay, it's not like Burning Flash is gonna sit down and take it. Let's go into game number 2. This is match point. Outplay might go home here if the hometown heroes go really fast. Look at how deep D7 is already.
D7 outright going into the faces of Outplay.
Here's the thing. All it really is just to let you know I'm not gonna let you have a good time, because again, this is a mental sport, right? This is a game that they play with their heads. And if minute number 1, you're already like anxious about where they're gonna be, your rotation, whether you realize it or not, is gonna be just a little bit slower.
Oh, wait.
It doesn't seem like D7 will be able to stay alive for much longer though. Shark is constantly tailing onto him, but that's not gonna do anything as, of course, D7 flickers himself out.
It looks like Shark may have had the bonk on cooldown, because that was almost a confirmed kill.
Oh yeah, oh yeah. Definitely. Here up top, Donut is basically, well, I mean, Donut is poking out
Essentially.
basically. Essentially. I'm gonna use that.
I got you. You're welcome. That's free for now. Going into the in-game items, I wonder how they started. Oh, look at Basic. Look at Basic. What's he rushing here?
I kind of feel like he wants the corrosion scythe as quickly as possible. So if someone tries to dive in, he can slow them down. So I think that's going to be the early item. But again, going up against Leslie, it's not a good idea for you to go steal Lake Place just because it's true damage.
Yeah.
So why even bother?
Oh, they catch him.
Zama trying to get himself away. He did manage to successfully do that. OP has constantly trying to find all of these moments. And as LaFell said, trying to make things simple. You catch one, you collapse.
Oh, we're 10 seconds away from this first turtle of the game, and it looks like Outplay is first on the scene. And look at this lane switch. They're trying to get CCAT to level 4 so that the turtle take is going to be more closer to 50-50.
ATM emerges out of the Black Dragon form and circles around on top of Best Player. Best Player takes the turtle for themselves as ATM runs away with all the Shara that are built up on him. He's still doing a pretty good job in trying to hold everyone away from CCAT, but that's not going to work too well. ATM finds himself down, D7 behind of CCAT, and now OP takes themselves 2 kills and a single turtle.
A free turtle plus 2 kills on the way out. OP have not been taken down just yet. They are currently on the board, but wait, is it basically forcing the issue here? Is he overstaying?
No, I think it's fine, honestly. I'm just surprised that Hoon was showing that he was the better Yuzong. That was actually quite the side, but again, this does show Outplayed. Now they're doing a little bit well because, again, their composition, they're minimizing the mistakes, the potential mistakes coming up, and now Ureshi is being more aggressive against ATM, and you can even see that there's a difference in level here. It's not going to be much after ATM clears this lane, but again, this shows what happens when a team finally gets a role, when they know what they have to do with the heroes that they have.
Gentlemen, is just Signs of Life basically picked up his corrosion scythe, and for the first time in this series, OP are in the driver's seat. They're up by 1,000 gold 3 minutes in.
But the question is, how far and how long can they maintain this lead? What must they be doing here in order to keep this lead going or even grow it out?
That's right, we've seen teams get an early lead like this and flub it out in the mid-game. I'm hoping Outplay. No! And he catch a hook!
D7 immediately goes for the hook and will be able to bring Hoon down. They're going to be continuing this onslaught, and Burnax Flash continues to march on forward to ensure that the lane is all clear.
I would say that's pretty worth it still because, again, they got a lot out of that. D7 gets another hook, but it is against Shark. Shark will be fine. But But again, this is one of those situations where anything can happen based on the roamers here. Donut so far doing quite well. He has a 1-kill lead against basically, and now the turtle has spawned.
Of course, the turtle gonna be under the taking of best player 1. He's constantly trying to be in the face of the turtle and trying to get every opportunity to get the turtle buff on himself, get the gold for his team as well. Basically can definitely come into the fight. As for now, the rest of the members from the side of OP just collapses onto themselves. ATM joins into the fray, goes over the backside, 3-man petrify. But unfortunately, he will be able to push basically away, but no one else comes in to follow up. ATM still dies in the midst of it all.
Deja vu, another 2 for none, plus a free turtle take. Thank you so much for hosting us here, says Outplay, as they go ahead and force it. Oh, grab that purple! Grab that purple!
Right now, Chama is not having a good game. ATM, honestly, it was a very good shot that he got 3. He got 4, but Chima doesn't want to go in. I don't know. We got to look at the itemization. What is he prioritizing right now? Why didn't he go for that kill? But again, it was amazing. Hoon and Shark on point. They actually staggered their skills together. The Aluminum Blast slowing the opponents down, and then Hoon dashes into a perfect situation where he can use the real manipulation. So there's absolutely nothing you can do but take the brunt of the Num Num Blast as well as the real manipulation. Very beautiful engage.
It's very much of an AoE game for Outplay. They just want to dominate in these kind of this kind of team fights, and it's been showing it is working. Burnex Flash, yes, they may be able to get a couple of these hooks in, but it doesn't seem like Burnex Flash have got that burst potential or follow-up that can really capitalize on these picks off.
And now we're seeing a weakness in that all-encompassing draft, the amazing coverage that Burnex Flash has. Yes, they can protect their cores. Yes, they can put up an amazing box. But when the opponents aren't biting, when they're not allowing that, what do they do? A hook!
Oh, a double RWM! And they're all just going to be working on his ATM, riding on to Hoon. He's trying to zone everyone else away, but he's just going to be all alone. But he focuses onto Burnex Flash. ATM, he wants to get away. He can't do so. As now, the Appraiser's Wrath launches down onto ATM. Burnex Flash, they want to come back onto this. They would want to take the middle lane first tier turrets.
Honestly, after all of that, and the only one that they really sacrificed was ATM, Ureshi goes back in.
It's not done! It's not done! He goes in with a Mightiest Warrior, and he just wants to hold out to the front lines, and the Terrifier lands on top of D7, and they continue to mow down the rest of this lawn, and possibly get themselves a turtle soup.
Oh, very close! There we go! His retry don't miss! Shema very low. This is how you do it! OP did slip up a little. I mean, it's less basically his fault, more D7 having hot hands. But I gotta say, what a recovery. 7 minutes in, 3K ahead. OP are buying time on the map. Not a single turret taken by Burnex Flash. But never ever count out the fact that a single hook into a bloody hunt could change things.
What happened during the break, man?
What did they do?
What did Coach Dale say?
They got some sting? I don't know.
They calm their nerves.
That's a Burnex Flash thing down bottom.
ATM gonna go down by the hands of basically, as he's still gonna be relatively far away. RWM locks down on the basic, and the hook connects, and he's gonna go straight down as well. D7 forcing the issue, wanting to bring Breath Player down, but it doesn't seem like he will be able to do quite much. C-Cat continues on to the pursuit, wants to bring Shark down, and Shamar joins to the fray. Don't see Best Player just yet, but he's still gonna be around the area. Ureshi, likewise, is gonna do the same thing. I don't think that it's gonna be much of a value from Ureshi, as he's going to be fronting this fight all alone, as Dona holds it off. Mightiest Warriors not gonna go anywhere.
By the hand of his old friend, Ureshi's taken down by Donut, who I didn't even notice was having an amazing early in the mid-game 4-1 on this Leslie.
No, honestly, we gotta look at how Burnex Flash is approaching the fights, but before that, Best Player
not looking good, as now the Sharasu stacks up onto him. Burnex Flash wants to mount a comeback, and they want to ensure that OP do not take the river line.
As I was saying, man, Burnex Flash, they're creating so much space. Look at ATM, 0, 4, and 3. Those 4 deaths, he's giving space.
The Bloody Hunt connects, and Shark finds himself in uncharted territory. And now RWM is just going to be popped right on top of Hoon, and ATM continues with the Black Dragon form, albeit to not much value.
Let LaFell speak.
Dude, like, I've been interrupted so many times, but so far, the movements coming in from Burnex's Flash, what they're really doing is making sure that ATM pushes Hoon away. Because look at the items coming in from Burnex's Flash. They do not have magic resist just yet. They're focusing on their own HP, they're focusing on damage, and this makes it so that Hoon does maximum damage at this point in the game.
Right.
So ATM, he's ready to die. All he got to make sure is that Hoon is not in the fray.
And now at this point, at this juncture, I wonder if it's still in OP's best interest to blitz this Lord, because they know that Burnex Flash is packing heat, specifically that Leslie, specifically Donut, and now look at the Iron Hawk, that's pretty high, 30%, and now look, they dive on one!
She stands down onto D7. The front lines of Burnex's Flash is pretty much taken down already, as C-Cat is gonna be in a good position, popping the RWN. Hoon escapes with a stolen Black Dragon form, and they are ready to re-emerge again when Burnex's Flash does not have the Franco.
That's a DBDF, defensive Black Dragon form, and they re-engage once more, continuing that blitz. They see Donut. I wonder,
Oh, now they do.
Oh no,
Donut.
he's not doing anything yet.
He's still scouting. Okay, they don't know yet. They don't know yet.
The animation showed, but they don't.
Yeah, right
It's
now,
a risky one.
Donut has to be very, very careful here. D7. Unfortunately, not getting anyone. Ureshi goes in. Coming in blast as well.
And the Flickers lands on top of Shamar. More than enough time to drag enough time for best player to take down the Lord. As ATM and Shamar's both going to be taken down 2-4-2 coming from both sides. Donut's going to be front line. Because if the backwards, he's going to be safe for now. As D7 C-Cat is just going to be making sure that they will be able to escort Donut away.
Oh, 3 left for side OP and side BXF, 2 for 2. Who won that trade, LaFell?
Dude, definitely outplay, man. Because here's the thing. You look at how much damage that Donut had to take. Even though we were talking about how Valentina essentially is kind of like a utility mid laner, but the thing is, I play Valentina, man. And the thing is, Valentina is one of those heroes you don't expect it, but deals quite a lot of damage, especially now that the Lightning Truncheon has been built up. Look at the Valentina. Already have the Clock of Destiny, the Lightning Truncheon. The Enchanted Talisman is just to make sure that she can spam her skills a lot. A lot of crowd control, but again, the damage is a lot. Donut does not have any defenses.
Something else to talk about. Look at Shark. He built a Twilight armor. He knows that the burst. He knows that ATM is out for blood. So even if he does meet the Black Dragon, he knows that he can just stand there and say, "Petrify me!"
Dude, right now, OP, they're in a very, very, very good situation. It looks like the reverse. Burnex's Flash, now they want to make sure that they get enough items to deal damage. But the thing is, Twilight Armor is the bane of a Leslie. They got to make sure that the Twilight Armor is down, then they can get the kill.
Outplay is currently having the winning position.
Whoa!
I almost cast a custom.
Matrix
Just
moment.
so close.
Matrix moment for basically there.
But they are in a winning position, right?
I think at that point, he was reminded of his kindergarten days. His life flashed before his eyes.
There was this one embarrassing
close.
moment. Like, oh!
Basically was very close to getting caught there, but now, I don't know, Leo, OP is in a very good position.
Great position. The best we've seen them in every single series, I'd say, in MSC. 2.4k ahead, owning a majority of the map, not losing a single turret. So that speaks volumes of how well they've controlled this game. But, again, note, D7 has been hot on his hooks. Folks, 30% on an Iron Hook is very high. And there you go, another close call. Aluminum Blast set up.
No flicker coming in from him just yet, so Burnex's Flash pretty much knows that OP does not have much of an initiation way, as ATM just gonna be diving right in. 3-man Petrify basically gets caught, and OP lost the win condition, but at least they still have Hoon. He's just gonna be wandering around the place. The front line's coming from the side of OP, he's still gonna be holding out well, as best player finds himself taken down by the true damage from the side of Donut. They are all just gonna be running it down, as Rishi's not gonna be doing quite much. Shock joins in, Donut. What? Oh, darn close! But Ureshi continues to fight as he doesn't stay alive for long enough. And Shaman goes in! He found Chuck! And he still found on! He gets himself a triple kill!
Chiba has put it on a show. Burnex's Flash are feeling it. That's a wipeout for the hometown heroes as they convert straight into a luminous Lord.
Dude, feel the crowd right now.
Long drawn out fight. And from that single fight, Burnex Flash gotten themselves the 2,000 gold advantage.
Right now, we gotta look at the replay, and this is the thing. Hoon should have been able to kill Donut, man. That one
look at
basic
that.
attack.
Yep.
He has one vampiric mullet, and that was enough. That was enough to get enough HP to survive the damage from Hoon. Hoon tried his best to run away. But again, you stole a Lancelot. All this is not gonna beat out the Lancelot.
Okay, consider this. Even if Hoon did get Donut down, who could say that that would have been very different? Because Chima was still there. Chima would have still just cleaned up house. And now, tables have turned. Now OP are on the defensive.
How the turns has tabled. That is a tough fight for Burnex Flash, just on purpose. As now the Luminous Lord marches right in as he fights for the team. The hook lands and the bloody hunt onto best player 1. The rest of the fight from Burnex Flash marches on and collectors themselves onto Hoon as well. 2 players down for the side of OP. Donut still hangs behind as ATM opens up the map, or rather opens it all to ensure that OP does not march in any closer to a 5-man stack of Burnex Flash. No creep so far. Ureshi holds it out. He still wants to bring the team onto a winning game, but he sacrifices himself. He's not able to do quite much right now. Basically, he's still going to be alive, but Shut doesn't have much hedge to work with. D7 left the hook. And that is how Burnex Flash turn it around with a reverse sweep.
Hear the crowd roar as the Cambodian champions move on to the knockout stage of MSC 2023.
Well deserved, because again, look at how they play. They understand what they gotta do, and I gotta say, man, Donut, that was an amazing play. That was an amazing Leslie. He should have died at least 3 times.
What it comes down to is the fact that Burnex Flash have been a team for much, much longer than Outplay. Yes, say what you will about Outplay, having members from previously the Valley, previously BTK,